So there has been quite a shift in the attitude of Michael Cohen since he pleaded guilty in August. It's almost as if facing years of possible prison time can really change someone's outlook on life and also turn you against your former boss. Now, speaking of that, he is now working with authorities to take down his former boss. Now, that in itself is not a surprise. He has absolutely flipped. But let me give you some more of the details on that flip and what he's up to now. According to CNN, Michael Cohen and his attorney, Lanny Davis, that's a Clinton lawyer, by the way, which upsets Trump to no end. He must be like, God damn it, Clinton lawyers. Anyway, his attorney met Wednesday with a group of state and federal law enforcement officials investigating various aspects of President Trump's family business and charitable organization. Charitable organization. Well, okay. I didn't really need the quotes on organization, but charitable for sure. Because, look, we know what Donald Trump has done with the money that has went to his charity from donors, buying life-size pictures of himself. So, yeah, go ahead and investigate that. You might find some things. And you just might find out what we already know. Donald Trump is one corrupt son of a bitch. But anyway, never thought I'd say that about the sitting U.S. president. But anyway, the group, which included federal prosecutors from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, who charged Cohen in August, and officials from the New York Attorney General's office, met the Midtown New York City's office of Cohen's attorney, Guy Petrillo. These people said, the meeting comes as Cohen, Trump's former personal attorney, has spent hours huddling with prosecutors from the Office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Cohen's cooperation with investigators could help reduce the sentence he's set to receive December 12th for the crimes to which he pleaded guilty in New York. Now, Cohen, look, it's not a surprise. He's like, I'm in big trouble. So, yeah, maybe I should cooperate because ain't nobody going to save me. Donald Trump's not going to save me. And I held out for that because I was super loyal to him to a point of where I guess you can't really call it super loyal when you secretly record your boss doing shady deals. You and your boss doing shady deals, by the way. As I said before, Cohen's a snake. So, but now he is a snake that is trying to apparently, at least if you listen to mainstream media, become a resistor. In reality, he is saving his own skin. And let's be honest, if I were in that position, I'd probably be doing the same. But anyway, now Cohen, the charges against him, of course, not the charges, what he pled guilty to, were tax evasion, making false statements to a bank, and campaign finance violations involving hush money related to, of course, these payments to Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal. So he did that on behalf of the Trump campaign. So it's really funny when Donald Trump comes out and says, Michael Cohen barely did any work for me. In fact, in an AP interview, Trump described Cohen as, quote, a PR person who did small legal work, very, very small legal work. Quote, he wasn't in trouble for what he did for me. He was in trouble for what he did for other people. He represented me very little. It's a very low level. And what he was is also a public relations person. Very small. Barely knew him. Michael Cohen, who? You went to the guy's wedding. I think you went to his wedding. Definitely went to a bar mitzvah or something like that. Went to different family functions. And Trump later on was like, he begged me to go. And then he went there and basically made fun of Michael Cohen in front of the rest of his family. What a terrible person. But look, that's the personal relationship. Obviously, it's more focused on the business relationship, in which Cohen was Trump's longtime fixer. He would go and fix problems. Well, what was Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal? They were problems. that needed a fixer. So, of course, that's what he did. And I played tape for you guys earlier of both Trump and Cohen planning on what to do with the Stormy Daniels payments. Whether it be selling it to the McDougal story, for example, to the National Enquirer as part of a catch and kill operation, which ultimately did not happen, or buying the story from the National Enquirer. Again, it's kind of hard to keep all the scandals straight at this point. But anyway, so yes, he is in trouble for what he did for Trump, as well as, the different taxi cab scandal, the medallion stuff. And who knows what other shady things he's done for Donald Trump. I might not know, but you know who does? Robert Mueller. Probably at this point. Again, he was interviewed for like 50 hours. So, oh no. Now, prosecutors also in New York also know some of the shady stuff. And of course, New York is home of the Trump Organization. Now, there's more information here in this article. Federal prosecutors in New York began seeking to arrange a meeting with Cohen after his August plea, and that office has been continuing to investigate matters related to Cohen's case, including possible campaign finance violations by others within the Trump Organization. So it's not just him, but they're looking at other people. I wonder who else they're looking at when it comes to campaign violations. I mean, look, there have been a lot of people, Manafort included, who was lobbying on behalf of other foreign governments and not telling anyone about it, not telling the government about it, while he was working in the Trump campaign. So Manafort, Flynn, Papadopoulos, all these different people getting in trouble for doing things that they should not do. And whether or not Trump knew about it, look, you could say that he does know, but how do you prove it? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor. But maybe they can find out. And if they do, uh-oh. Now, Cohen has also been in contact with the New York State Attorney General's office since his guilty plea, including shortly after his appearance in federal court. The AG's office has a civil lawsuit against the Trump Foundation and has been coordinating its investigation with the U.S. Attorney's Office. So, how invaluable is Cohen going to be? Well, that depends on the what he knows and his willingness to, of course, work with federal prosecutors and state prosecutors. And at this point, he seems very, very willing to. And, of course, that makes all the sense in the world, given how he could be spending, a lot of time in jail, and you would want to work together to try to minimize that. And that has been his focus. So that's why you've seen this heel turn for Cohen. He's not some reformed guy. He's not trying to do the right thing. He recently, and this is part of his PR, understand that he just re-registered as a Democrat. Oh no, I'm against Donald Trump. I'm totally against Donald Trump. In fact, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this stuff, and I'm going to spill everything for the prosecutors, for Mueller. But in reality, he waited so long for a pardon that wasn't going to come. So if it's anybody's fault that Cohen is now flipped, it's Donald Trump. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.